Going on, Jerome's. So, lost in the insanity of last week, we forgot to do Week 8 NFL picks, is what it is. But we went 7-8 Week 7, bringing our season record to 52, 49, and 6. At 51.4%. We are below the mythical 52.4% break-even line. But you know what? Like I said before, it's very stupid to bet every single game. And again, for entertainment purposes only. And frankly, I feel like you should fade my picks. That's it. Anyways, looking ahead to Week 9, let's dive on in. Thursday Night Football coming up quick. You got the Texans on the road against the Jets. Jets have imploded. Jets have quit. Jets have done everything. The Texans, even without Diggs, even without Nico Collins, I think that they'll go in to MetLife. And, I mean, Jets fans are basically going to revolt against the team. There's going to be so much booing. Fireman Ed is going to think that he's the main character again. So give me the Texans actually getting points in this spot. It's kind of wild. Plus, I feel like Rodgers is just going to be like deuces. Like if they fall to 2-7, 7-deuce offsuit, I think that they're just done. Noon games. So you got the Cowboys on the road against the Falcons. Kirk Cousins, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I don't know. It's one of those spots where I don't believe that the Falcons are as good as they are. I don't believe that the Cowboys are as bad as they are. Right, and I think that this will be a near-run thing. So give me the field goal in this spot. I think that Atlanta could still win, but I'll take the points in this situation. And then you got the Dolphins on the road against the Bills. Now this line is a little bit distorted because the Dolphins have been ass. Thank you throughout most of the season. Tua is back. They lost a heartbreaker against the Cardinals last week, and the Bills just went space ghost coast to coast. Put the bang thing on the Seahawks right now that they are definitely a unit and rolling, but. There's just something about division games. Now, I think that the Bills win, but I think the Dolphins keep it close. I think this can end up being like a 28-24 type game. So give me the Dolphins and a touchdown in this spot. And also, who knows? Like maybe the Dolphins offense suddenly starts clicking again with Tua, and maybe Tyreek and Jalen Waddle actually wake the F up. Then another touchdown game. You got the Raiders on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the Bengals' margin of error is like this right now, and they're looking to try and win 7 out of their next 9, as Burrow said, but I don't know. The Raiders are just a certified mess right now, but I don't know. I feel like this is just going to be one of those ugly games, and I think Cincinnati wins like 20-16, somewhere in there. So give me the Raiders and the touchdown. Then you got the Chargers on the road against the Browns. Chargers 2-point favorites on the road. I kind of believe in the Jameis Browns, man. I think that the cardiac kids are back again, and Harbaugh and company, like they want to play a tough physical brand of football, sort of ugly up the game a little bit. Justin Herbert is basically just a game manager at this point, but also he has no receivers outside of Ladd McConkey, so I don't know. Give me the Browns getting points at home. The dog pound is back, baby. That's right. The Patriots off of their big-time win against the New York Jets. I think that they keep this thing rolling. So the Patriots are getting 3.5 points on the road against the Tennessee Titans. Titans are. This is an ass off. Like this is also what happened. Like didn't when Vrabel was in charge of the Titans and the Patriots still had Brady. Like wasn't this like a key playoff matchup? I don't know, but yeah, the Patriots. Give me Drake May. Like. They're obviously very bereft of talent on that team, but Drake May at least keeps things exciting. Speaking of exciting, Jane freaking Daniels is exciting. 3-point favorites on the road against the Giants, and yeah, they need a Hail Mary to beat the Bears at home, but divisional game, the Giants, I think the Giants are just done. I think after the Giants lose this game, I think that they sell off everything and everyone. I think that they trade Zizou Jalari. I think they trade Darius Slayton. I think that bench Daniel Jones, so that his injury guarantee doesn't kick in. So give me Washington in this spot. I think Jane Daniels and company get it done. And then you got the Saints on the road, 6.5-point favorites against the Panthers. I don't know one way or the other, right? Because the Saints just got their asses kicked by the Chargers, and then the Panthers got their asses kicked by everyone this year. So I don't know. Like I'm not thrilled about it. And Jonathan Brooks did practice in full on Wednesday. So did Andy Dalton, but they're going to roll Bryce Young. But I don't think it really matters. I think that the Saints win in this spot, but it's like 17-10. I don't know. Just not a noteworthy game. Also not a noteworthy game is the Broncos, who are allegedly good, on the road against the Ravens. Ravens now with Deontay Johnson. I think that the Ravens just smoke them. I think that the Ravens sufficiently pissed off about the Browns game last week, but that is what it is. I think the Ravens make a statement, and even though Lamar wasn't at practice on Wednesday, but I think that the Ravens make this like a 42-10 type game, and they don't get to 10 until late in the game. Speaking of late games, so you got the Jaguars on the road against the Eagles. Eagles are resurgent. Jacksonville, although they did give the Packers a good time fight, but I don't know. Like, I think that the Doug Peterson Bowl. I think this is gonna be like a 30-16 type game. And this is originally supposed to be Sunday Night Football before they got flexed out for the Vikings and the Colts, and yeah, just gonna be one of those nondescript games that no one really cares about. Speaking of no one cares about, the Bears, but the Bears on the road against Arizona Cardinals. My Cardinals gotten back off the map. They're 4-4, technically leading the NFC West. I think that they keep pace. I think they take care of things at home against the Bears and Caleb Williams. The Rams, the resurgent Rams on the road against the Seahawks. Now, everyone and their mom is saying like, oh, well, the Seahawks and the frauds, which it's kind of fair. Rams are getting healthy at the right time, but divisional game is always going to be tough. It's tough to turn down points in a division game, especially with the Seahawks. I think that they do rebound a little bit. I think Geno and Kenneth Walker have themselves good games. So give me the 3 points in this matchup. And then, speaking of divisional matchups, so you got the Lions 3.5-point favorites on the road against Green Bay. TBD, what happens at quarterback, whether it's Love, whether it's Malik Willis. I really hate everything. Also, Jared Goff wasn't at practice on Wednesday, but that's probably nothing. I don't want the Packers to win, but if they did, it wouldn't be the end of the world. No, we're just rooting for the Lions to lose. There you go. Vikings hosting the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday Night Football. Interestingly enough, the Vikings are favored by 5 with Jumpin' Joe Flacco named quarterback. It was 7 with Richardson, but we'll see. I think the Vikings, this is a get-right spot, and this is a must-win situation for the Vikings. They have to staunch the bleeding. 5-0 start, 5-2 as of late. I think they get to 6-2. I think that they show up loud and proud in front of their fans at US Bank Stadium, and the defense gets back to where it once belonged. The offense puts up numbers, especially with TJ Hockenson back in the fold, and also, Cam Robinson. I think he plays. Yeah, so give me the Vikings to cover the 5 and obviously win outright. Lastly, Monday Night Football. This game looked a lot better a couple weeks ago, but the Buccaneers, walking wounded, several injuries, getting 9 points on the road against the Chiefs. Yeah, I think Kansas City wins and covers in this spot. Like, the Chiefs have been, like close game emergence this season, but I think that Spags defense just really gets after Baker. I mean, he doesn't have any weapons left, and I think that Mahomes, the company, they move the ball, they do some good things. So I think that the Chiefs win a 20, like a 26-10 type game. So there you go. But that's it. Week 9 NFL picks, sure to go wrong for entertainment purposes only. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skol, production value.